Join me as I dive into the latest news and try to make sense of the surprise attack rocking Ukraine. The world is reeling after a surprise military attack caught Ukraine off guard, leaving many to wonder how this will shape the future of the region and global politics as a whole. With tensions already running high, this bold move has sent shockwaves around the globe, and today we're going to dive into the details. Ukraine is facing a multitude of challenges in the wake of this surprise attack. The military is scrambling to regain control of key territories, while the humanitarian crisis is spiraling out of control. The country's infrastructure is in shambles, and the flow of aid is being severely hindered by the ongoing conflict. All the while, the Ukrainian government is struggling to maintain a sense of stability and cohesion in the face of this unprecedented threat. The political implications are just as severe, with many calling into question the role of international organizations in preventing such attacks. Ukraine's relationships with neighboring countries are being severely tested, and the world is waiting with bated breath to see how these alliances will hold up in the face of crisis. The country's economy is also taking a significant hit, with trade and investment severely impacted by the uncertainty and instability. As the situation continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Ukraine is facing an uphill battle to rebuild and recover from this devastating attack. The road ahead will be long and arduous, and the world will be watching closely to see how the country responds to this unprecedented challenge. The attack itself was a carefully coordinated effort, with multiple fronts and a surprise factor that caught the Ukrainian military off guard. The timeline is still unclear, but what is known is that the attack began with a series of swift and decisive strikes on key military installations. From there, the conflict spread rapidly, with both sides suffering significant losses. The reactions from both sides of the conflict have been telling, with Ukraine calling for international intervention and the aggressors remaining defiant in the face of global condemnation. As the situation continues to evolve, details are emerging about the key players involved in the attack. It's clear that this was a well-planned and well-executed operation, with multiple actors playing important roles. The motivations behind the attack are still unclear, but what is certain is that this is a game-changer for the region and the world at large. The reactions from around the world have been swift and decisive, with many countries condemning the attack in the strongest possible terms. The international community is calling for an immediate ceasefire and a return to diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis. But as the situation continues to unfold, one thing is clear: this is a critical moment in modern history, and the world is holding its breath to see what comes next. One of the most critical moments of the attack was the battle for the key city of Donetsk. This strategic location has been a flashpoint for months, and the fighting was intense and brutal. The Ukrainian military fought valiantly, but in the end, they were forced to retreat in the face of overwhelming odds. This turning point could prove to be a decisive moment in the conflict, and its implications are still being felt today. The consequences of the battle are still being felt, with humanitarian efforts being severely hindered by the ongoing conflict. The flow of aid is being blocked, and civilians are caught in the crossfire. The world is watching in horror as the situation continues to deteriorate, and the Ukrainian people are paying the price. The bravery of the Ukrainian military cannot be overstated, as they fought against overwhelming odds to hold back the tide of the attack. But despite their valiant efforts, they were ultimately forced to retreat in the face of superior firepower. This critical moment will be remembered for years to come, and its implications will be felt for generations. In summary, the surprise attack on Ukraine has sent shockwaves around the world, leaving many to wonder what the future holds for this troubled region. The situation is ongoing, with multiple challenges facing the Ukrainian people as they struggle to rebuild and recover. The world is watching closely, and the international community is calling for a swift and peaceful resolution to this crisis. Thanks for watching, and be sure to comment below with your thoughts on the situation. If you want to stay up to date with the latest developments, be sure to check out our other videos for more updates on global events. Thank you for watching. We bring to you the latest news around the world on time. Stay engaged for future news on this channel.